Hey there, YouTube. What's going on? This is Butcherman18 coming at you. It is Friday. Everybody's favorite day of the week. It would be my favorite day of the week if I had a normal job, but since don't have a normal job, and pretty much nothing about me is normal, yeah, I gotta work tomorrow. So Friday is just another day of the week. So alright, let me give you guys an update on my week so far, what's going on, and then I got to get into something else with you guys. So, like I said, it is Friday. My truck is in the shop. My work truck is in the shop. Last Sunday, I smacked a deer. I was cruising up the road, a little bit foggy. I see one go across the road, two goes across the road. I'm making sure the second one gets out the way so I don't smack it, and I look again, and boom, right in front of me, deer. I hit that thing hard. Oh boy, I hit it hard. So I pulled off the side of the road and got out, made sure everything was okay on the truck. And my bumper was messed up pretty bad. Actually, it's a plastic bumper, so it kind of was broken. So I saw the deer land. I was like, you know what? I better go check, see if it's dead. If it's not dead, then I'll put it out of its misery, because I ain't nothing worse than seeing the animal that's on its way out. It's still sitting there suffering. That's terrible, So I walked over and got about 10 feet away from it, and I saw it move a little bit, and I was like, oh man, it's still alive. So my butcher instinct kicked in. I was like, well, let's take care of this. So I got about 5 feet away, about 2 more steps closer to it, and wouldn't you know, the freaking thing jumped up and took off. Man, I was like, are you kidding me? It just was gone. So got in the truck, delivered my load, got back to Harrisburg, called my boss, woke her up. She was really happy with me waking her up. I'm like, boss lady. She's like, what? I said, I hit a deer. She's like, are you kidding me? I said, I don't kid about hitting deer. I said, I'm having a rotten day. I said, first of all, it's foggy and it's rainy outside. She's like, I'm sorry. I said, second, I hit a deer. She said, okay. I said, thirdly, the deer got away. I mean, I was looking for a good dinner Sunday night, deer steaks. Oh, man, that'd been great. But anyways, so took my truck in Wednesday. Took that long for them to get a rental for me. And I got my truck on Wednesday afternoon, and it's a piece of junk, man. It rattles and shakes and pops out of gear, and it's just not comfortable. It's like putting me in a tin can. I'm not a small man, all right? I'm like, I'm a couple 100 pounds, I'm up there, and so trying to put me in a tin can, it just don't work. So that's how my week is. I'm hopefully going to get my truck back sometime next week. I doubt it. I hope, but I doubt it. They got to send it to the body shop and get some stuff done to it, so hopefully it'll get done in a timely manner, and I'll get my comfortable truck back, and I'll be able to do my job without looking like a fat man in a tiny coat. So, alright, now to our next bit of business. I got a few comments from you guys, and you want to know how I got the nickname Butcherman. So I figured today would be a good day to tell you how I got my nickname Butcherman. So if you guys can't tell, I wear bibs. I wear bib overalls. And they're comfortable, they're durable, and best part about it, when I bend over, you don't see my butt crack hanging out. So, but when I was growing up, the bibs come play in a little bit. I'll get there. I'm not just going off and crazy. It'll come together. When I was growing up, I grew up on a farm, and it was normal for us every fall to butcher a couple pigs and a cow for our whole family. And I earliest I can remember is like maybe 4 years old, 3-4 years old, and it was my job to hold the rope that was attached to the feet after the animal had been dispatched, and then we would skin the animal and then cut it in half and take it to our local butcher shop, and then they would process it for us. And the pigs and stuff would get processed also, but we'd make our own sausage when I was younger. It's our own hams, all that kind of stuff. So over the years, I paid attention really, really well. So I would do things like go hunting with my dad. You know, I didn't get a chance to do it very often when I was growing up, but when we did, we get squirrels or some rabbits and, you know, things like that. And then as the years went by, I'd help my grandmother and my grandpa with their catering stuff. So a few weeks ago, you guys watched my videos, you know I cooked a pig. You need to know, I believe you need to know how to properly carve an animal if you're going to be serving it to people. You know, if you just get a knife and start hacking away and things and people look at you like, I didn't order pulled pork, but sure, I'll take it, versus having sliced pork or having sliced turkey or having sliced roast beef. When, you know, they order, I want roast beef, you're going to give them sliced roast beef. You don't want a mess of stuff laying around. So I want to be professional about it. So I learned the different anatomy to different animals, you know, pig versus a cow versus a chicken versus a turkey, duck, so on and so forth. It's all different, you know. So, you know, you have the general muscles are about the same in the pig and the cow, but, you know, they're longer, they're shorter, they're different locations, they're wrapped funnier, you know. So you need to learn how to properly cut those and to carve those up for people. So in doing that, I studied a lot. I watched lots of cooking shows. I'm not much of a reader. I do know how to read, for those of you that think, you know, you're looking at me like, oh, he's just a redneck. Yeah, I do know how to read. I know my ABCs. And I would read old English books on how to properly prepare and to butcher animals. And I know a lot of cuts that you go to the, like, Giants or Sam's Club or Walmart or wherever else, and they have T-bone steaks, they have New York strip steaks, they have fillets, they have whatever you're looking for. And I've actually been in the stores listening to people complain about them not having a New York strip or not having a fillet, but, you know, and all they have is porterhouses and T-bones. Well, if you're a butcher, you should know how to break all that down. Like a porterhouse steak is actually two different steaks. On the small side, you have the fillet. On the big side, you have the New York strip. So if you just cut the strip off, you have a strip steak. If you let the bone on, you have a bone-in strip steak. If you take the fillet off, you have a fillet. If you let the bone on the fillet, you have a bone-in fillet. I know California roast. I know what a sizzler is. I know what a tomahawk steak is. I know all millions and millions of different cuts that you can do on the animals. I also worked at a slaughterhouse for a brief period of time, and I worked at a turkey processing plant that was not uncommon for us to do 40, 50, 60,000 turkeys a shift around a Thanksgiving holiday. I worked there for a little over a year. I could debone a turkey from the time it got to my station till the time it left. I could debone an entire turkey in under 3 minutes. I'm really good with a knife. I'm really handy with a knife. And it's practice, and it's fun, and I enjoy doing that. So because of all that cooking stuff and breaking animals and stuff down, I got the nickname Butcher Man that way. And then later on, a few years ago, I started working at a haunted house. I was laid off my job. I had some medical issues. So I was at home, and my wife was not happy with me being at home, not for financial anything, just when I like to do things, and if I'm not doing things, I just get annoying, is what she tells me. So my oldest daughter wanted to do it, so I went with her. I checked it out. The lady that owned the place was like, "You'll be absolutely perfect for this one spot," and I was like, okay. I had no idea where she was taking me. She took me down here. She showed me the spot. She said, "Right there, all you." It was a butcher shop. Go figure. So if those of you that are familiar with central Pennsylvania, south central Pennsylvania, there's this wonderful place called Kim's Crypt Haunted Mill, and I was the Bloody Butcher 3 years in a row, and had a blast doing it. I loved doing it. I stopped doing it because I have some ethic issues with the place. Not Kim's Crypt itself, but the the customers coming in. You know, I don't think that's a place for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds to go through. I mean, it's pretty scary. You know, I mean, I've seen adults wet their pants. I've actually made people poop themselves. I had one guy pass out on me I had a lady sit down on the floor and refuse to move. I had to have EMS come in and take her out. Yeah, so because I did that, I didn't want everybody and their brother calling me by my name, which you guys aren't going to know yet. And whenever someone would ask me what my name is, I always say, hey, I'm the Butcher Man. So I got second nickname Butcher Man from that, so I just threw it all together. So whenever I go to, I run into someone from the Honda place, they're like, hey, Butcher Man, what's going on? Or I see some of my old friends from when I used to cut stuff up, and hey, Butcher Man, what's going on? How's it going, dude? What do you cut up lately? Stuff. So that's how I got the nickname Butcher Man. I don't mind if you guys ever see me out roaming around, by all means, yell, hey, Butcher Man, I will talk to you, I'll hug you, whatever, I'll sign your forehead, whatever you want me to do. I had a good time doing it at the Honda place. I always have a good time cutting stuff up because it's really fulfilling seeing a whole animal come in and then an hour or two later looking around and having all the different cuts lined up, knowing that animal sacrificed itself or was sacrificed or was sold or whatever to feed X amount of people. And if you know what you're doing when you cut an animal up and you prepare it the right way, it's really cool seeing the amount of people can be fed off of one cow or one pig or, whatever. So it's really cool. And if you guys have any more questions or any more comments, please tell me. Comment down there. Say, hey, Butcher Man, da-da-da-da, and I'll get to it. I'll check it out. And remember, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and hit the notification, and hit the little bell so I can give you all my videos and all that good stuff. So if you guys are going to get in trouble, please remember, call me. I'll come help you. I'll catch you guys next time on the video. God bless and see you next time.